Women who birth children tend to go through something known as maternal hypervigilance, which is a state of extreme alertness where a mother is constantly scanning her environment for potential threats to her child's safety. Now, while a certain level of vigilance is biologically necessary for keeping a newborn alive, hypervigilance crosses this line into an exhausting high intensity survival mode that can be difficult to turn off even when your child grows up into an adult. And that's why sometimes you realize if you wake your mother up from sleep, she jolts up like a guard dog. This is a sign that that switch hasn't turned on even after you have grown up into an adult. And so you may notice that your mother has this sort of very startling response that can result to her jumping at small noises or and constantly checking in on you. And if you come from an African household like I do, you can also have mothers that have intrusive thoughts and have dreams and premonitions about your well-being. This can also lead to them giving you warnings about certain people or places or activities that you shouldn't take part in out of an irrational fear that they aren't safe. All of this is not just intuition, it's something that happens during pregnancy and really just rewires the brain of a woman that births a child, whereby a part of the brain known as the amygdala, which is the fear center or the center of the brain that controls fear, actually grows. And initially, it's meant to make mothers more sensitive to their baby's needs, but it can sometimes overfire and just fry out. It's very common in mothers who may have had any sort of postpartum anxiety or may have experienced trauma during birth. And so this makes their bodies get stuck in this fight or flight mode, which can be exhausting and irrational. So if you ever find yourself getting annoyed at your mother for being unnecessarily overprotective, always remember that it's not something she can help. Her brain has literally fired, and that's all she can think about. So I hope this reminds you to call your mother and stay healthy.